Hi honeys, it's your queen bee. I am like the queen of like having bad experiences with like everything. So, as you can tell from the title, this is going to be another bad homecoming story. Yay! I know, dances, man. I love dances, but it's everything before and after the dance that sucks. So, I'm going to be telling you guys about my junior dance, my junior homecoming dance, and just everything that went wrong with it. So, for starters, the theme was freshman. Freshman was Jurassic Park. Sophomore was, I think it was like Disney princesses. And then junior year was Harry Potter. So, not the best themes, but we always go with like movie themes, which I mean is fine. But, like, it's kind of cheesy. So, and I love cheesy stuff. I always try to go with the theme, so of course I didn't do anything for Jurassic because I didn't go. But for sophomore year, we did purple because, Ariel, Disney, it's kind of similar. So, anyways, we did a salmon-colored, pinkish, like, dress because I found a picture of this Harry Potter, like, thing when they went to a dance, and like one of the girls had like this pink, and I'll put it up so you guys know what I'm talking about, but like this pink dress on, it was like very glittery, and I was like, I need to find a dress like that because I really didn't want to make one, and I was like, not enough time. So we find a dress, and it's gorgeous, like I love it so much, but we find a dress that matches exactly what we want, and then we find like the heels, and we found my date a like salmon shirt or whatever. First off, because I am a female, I have to have everything my way, or is the highway for the other person. I love my dresses and my stuff to match, and whenever, like, the guy doesn't match the girl, I think it looks really trashy because it doesn't look like you guys put any effort into it. Like, no offense to anyone, but that's just my opinion, so I always have to match. He did not want to wear pink, did not want to wear anything related to the color, and I was like, please, can you just do this one thing for me? And he was like, well, Maury, you're going to the dance, so that's one thing for you. I bought both the tickets for both the dances we went to, like the last story and this story. I don't think I mentioned that in the last story. But yeah, I bought both the tickets, and I was like, I know I'm going to be buying dinner, like I did the last time. So can you please just wear this one thing for me? And he was like, fine. And I was like, you are a baby. Oh my god. So he finally was like, fine. I bought the shirt, by the way, and the tie. So, yeah. And I made the flowers for us. So, yeah. It sucked. It sucked because he didn't want to tuck in his shirt. He really didn't want to wear, I'm sorry, my hair is like everywhere. He didn't want to wear the outfit. He didn't want to tuck in his shirt. He was just being a brat the whole time. He was like, the color is stupid. It doesn't even match Harry Potter. I'm like, dude, it does. And he was like, I don't even care. So we planned to meet with the friends that we met with last time, my friend and her boyfriend, and then like a couple others. So first off, our plans were like all over the place. I think he drove, he was designated driver, and I was like, okay, because I drove last time, obviously. So we were basically like, he's going to be taking me home because now he has to take me home. Now he has to leave when I want to leave. So it was kind of like a whole thing that we had planned. And I don't remember if I brought my car or not. I think maybe I did. I can't remember. I think I dropped it off at his house. But bottom line, he was driving, and we drive over and we pick up our friends at her house, and then we go over to this one place, and this guy basically lived in a shack. It was one of the guys we went to dance with, and they were like, smoking and drinking and all that kind of stuff, and playing Guitar Hero. And I just remember being out on the patio and just like talking to them, and they were passing around this cigar, and my boyfriend was like, oh, I don't know, and they were like, oh, come on, and I was like, well, he's designated driver and he has asthma, so I don't think he should be smoking. Now, I'm gonna try to be as PG with this as possible. There's no way to dance around it. I did smoke a little bit, but it was just a cigar. It wasn't like weed or anything like terrible like that. So, so I smoked and, passed it around. My boyfriend was like, well, that's not fair that you get to smoke, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you will basically die. And he was like, I don't care. And I was like, I don't know how to drive your car, so you have to be the one that drives. And you have to be the one that's like, of sound mind. And he was like, I don't want to do. And I'm like, you should have told me that because you said you would. And he was like, well, only if you pay for gas. And I'm like, I already paid for your gas. And it was a whole big ordeal. And I was like, you are just terrible. Oh my God. I wanted to strangle him. So we go to, I'll just bleep it out. We go to the town next to our town. And yeah, we go there. And we go to the GameStop. And we're just, like, looking around, blah, blah, blah. And then we go into the Dollar Tree, and we're just, like, going down, like, the strip mall or whatever. And then we go over to the Stadium Grill because one of our friends was working. And she was like, I can get you guys discounts and blah, blah, blah. I am the money holder. I am the one that works. I am the one in all my relationships that has the most money. Because I like to be independent, and I like to just be able to provide for whoever I am with. Now, keep this in mind, I have been, used for my money, like, several times, from the last guy after him from the last guy before him to him, and it just sucks. But, yeah. So, I was like, okay, since I am paying for your meal, please keep it to $5, because I will be keeping mine to $5. And he was like, okay, I can do that. He's a bigger man. And he just overeats all the time, just same with the last guy. And I was like, please, just behave, please. So I was paying for me and him. And obviously my other two friends, they were paying together. And then the other two were paying together. And then the other two were paying together. It was like a whole big thing. So, yeah. That was just a mess because everyone wanted to order appetizers. And I was like, dude, an appetizer here is like $5. Are you just going to eat appetizers and that's it? And he was like, well, you have splurge money, don't you? And I was like, I'm already paying for your gas. I paid for the tickets. I paid for your shirt. I paid for your tie. I paid for my dress. I'm not going to pay for your food. I only paid for $5 of your food. That's $10 each. Please just deal with this. And he was like, well, that's not fair. So he ordered an appetizer, one that I didn't even want to eat. It was one that was gross. And I was like, you're the only one that's like eating this. I haven't ate anything. Wow, you're just so nice, aren't you? Great job, man. And I was just so mad. And my friends were like, just let it go. It's fine. We know you have the money. And I'm like, that's not the point. That's not the point. I only wanted to pay for a very small amount. I'm already paying for everything else. Here's the funny thing. We do get our food. Awful. I don't like Stadium Grill. Awful. And no. They didn't even have the thing that I wanted. They, like, ran out, or I don't even know what they did. So I was like, fine, what's the cheapest thing? And it was like a hamburger. So I'm like, I'm just going to get a hamburger, no cheese. Messed it up. So with me just, like, eating the bare minimum food and my boyfriend eating, like, everything, even my stuff, I was like, I just want to go. Let's just go to the dance. So it was, like, about time to go to the dance, you know. We get there early all the time for parking. We were about to leave. One of the sets of people leaves, and then the other set of people leave. So it was just me and my boyfriend at the time, and then my two friends. We did not know that the other couples did not pay for the food, so we were all trying to cover all of the stuff, all of the bills by ourselves, and everyone got mad at me because I come in and I just knew this was going to happen, so I prepared. I brought in like $50 worth of quarters because I knew something stupid was going to happen, and I was like, I want to embarrass you then. So I paid for all of our stuff with the quarters and covered the tip with the quarters, and everyone was so mad at me. And I was like, maybe you guys should get your own money then. I mean, you know, this is my splurge money here, so what can you say? And they were just so mad. So the waitress was like, well, you haven't paid for, like, I don't even know what it was. It was a tip, basically. And I said, yes, we had the tip. And she was like, well, there's actually a fee for blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's not on the receipt. We paid the full receipt. And she was like, no, you're missing like $5. It was like a crazy, stupid low amount. And I was like, this is all the money I have. This is all the money I brought. No, I will leave. And she was like, well, we'll have to, like, you know, call someone else. And I was like, oh my God. So we get the other group to come back, and they pay the rest of it. and it just sucked. I was like miserable. Oh, by the way, on the way there, he almost killed us driving because he's a terrible driver. And I just, oh my god. And he was like, the sun was in my eye. And I'm like, what sun? It was already down. Moron. So we go back. We get to the high school. We park. And I was just furious. I was like, please, let's just stay a couple hours. And then we will leave. We stayed. He didn't want to dance. So I was like, fine, whatever. So we just, kind of was a group together. Blah, blah, blah. I talked to my friend. We had a good time. We danced together. Guys, just guys. And, so, yeah. We leave. And I just remember just being so mad. And we go to my friend's house, and we're just like, blah, 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 like, having fun. They're having fun. I'm just like, I want to go home. Oh, my God. I had to pry him out of the house just to go home because it was getting late, and I was like, I want to go home. They were going to have a sleepover, and they always have tents in their backyards, and, yeah. And I was like, I just want to go home, man. Just please, take me home. And he was like, no, you can just take my car and you can go get your car, blah, blah. And I was like, that would leave you stranded because none of our friends have licenses. They don't have cars. And he was like, fine, I'll take you home, but I'm going to be back here. And I'm like, I don't care. I just want to go home. You can come back here all you want. You can stay. You can live here for all I care. I just want to go home. Because my parents at the time, my mom and my dad were just like, where are you? Like, when are you coming home? And I, at the time had a curfew, and I was like, you have to get me home now. He was like, fine. It was like, I don't know, 12 o'clock by the time he actually got me home. I don't remember if I drove or like what happened, but I just remember going home, getting everything off, and I was like, I hate this so much. I was like, if prom is like this, I will scream. I was so done. I was like, I can't do another dance with him. It's physically impossible. And I was just so sad. I was like crying, and I was like, if every dance is going to be like this, what's the point? I hated it. So yeah. I don't know. I don't have good things to say about that dance. I don't even remember like the good parts about it except for dancing without him. It just was awful. The whole thing was awful. And that's all I can say. Hopefully you guys have had better dances. I know mine always sound like the worst. There's more stories I will tell you guys. But for today, that is it. So yeah. Make sure to comment down below. Have you, I don't want to say what your worst one was, because I think I already used that. But, have you ever got stuck at a restaurant and, like, had to pay other people's bill? Like, have you ever had to call people back to pay for their food? Like, I think that's just so dumb. Like, people should just pay their way. A lot of people don't, especially now in this society, and that sucks. I just think my generation sucks, and it sucks. Everything sucks. So, with that being said, make sure to check the description box below for all of my social media links, and, I think with all that being said, make sure to like and subscribe this video, or I guess just like this video and subscribe to me if you like me, and with all that being said, thanks for stopping by, love you.